One of my favorite movies is J.J. Abrams's Super 8. And it's not necessarily my all-time favorite, but when people ask me what my favorite movie is, it's the one that I say. So, whenever I saw that The Vast of Night was being compared to that, I definitely got excited about it. And so that's what we're going to watch today and see if it compares. What do you think, Sri?
I'm also very excited. That's something we have in common is our
Mhm.
appreciation, our fondness for Super 8, a movie that I watched in
Mhm.
theaters and I was just absolutely I connected very deeply with it, mainly because of the fact
Yeah.
that it's about a bunch of teenagers making short films in their backyard, but
Yeah, that did make
but
it
also I think
easier.
the alien part also really spoke to me, it's just
Really, like, connected to my
reminded
life,
me
you
of my
know?
childhood alien friend that I had.
Mm.
But anyway, Alexa,
The film
please,
is
yeah, go ahead,
oh,
give us the details.
I'm trying to talk here, Sri. So the film is directed by Andrew Patterson. It came out in 2019 and is a sci-fi, and it stars Sierra McCormick, Jake Horowitz, Gail Croner, and many other talented individuals.
Wait, it came out in 2019 on Prime. It
It
listed
says
as 2020,
2019. Okay, yeah. So it came out 2019 or 2020. IMDb says 2019. Prime says 2020.
which is weird because they're owned by the
Though,
same
wait,
people.
on IMDb it says 2019 parentheses, but then release date it says May 29th, 2020. So I don't know.
Oh, you know what? It probably was like it premiered at festivals
Had
in
a premiere,
2019, and
yeah.
then in 2020
But
had
then
its
public
full.
release.
Because
Mhm.
I think Amazon owns this one. As in, like I think they
Oh
bought
yeah?
the movie, but I
Ooh.
could be wrong. But anyway, I'm very excited. I think that's enough of the intro. We just jump right into it. I do want to say though, first of all, a little shout out.
Mhm.
Thanks to the listeners. We did not expect the podcast to be doing this. The podcast was kind of just like maybe people will enjoy it and find it a little convenient, but we
Yeah,
did
we've
not
like a couple
expect.
viewers here and there.
Yeah, I was not expecting so many people to take advantage of the audio
Mhm.
version, and it's pretty awesome. So, with
Yeah.
that said, ladies and gentlemen, get your fingers over your play button, and I will be counting down, pulling everything up. Once again, I have to double fist my play buttons, and
Okay.
in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Easily my
Oh
favorite
yeah,
part
this is
of
you.
each episode. Yeah, there it is, right off the bat. We have the Amazon logo, or uh, what's it called? Slate.
Yeah. Sorry. The movie was very loud, so I could not hear what you just said.
I was
I fixed
struggling
my
to find
levels
words.
now though. That's all right. As you did that, I struggled to keep my eardrums alive.
Amazon Studios presents. Should I do that for every movie?
No.
A Jed Media production. I did that for Serenity. I just remembered. So,
Coming this fall. Ooh, are we jumping in? I hear some music.
but yeah, I'm very excited to see how. Like, I don't think. Let me make this very clear. I do not think that it's fair to compare this low budget indie movie to a multi-million dollar, like almost blockbuster, but not blockbuster. It's like there was a good hefty budget behind Super 8.
This is an interesting start, but I do agree.
Yeah, that's why I stopped talking. I'm supposed focusing on it.
Ooh. This feels kind of like Twilight Zoney.
That's exactly what I think it's comparing to. It feels
Mm.
very much so like
I need to watch more of that show.
the new or the old.
Yes.
Nice, good answer.
More of the old, start watching the new.
There we go.
So you're gonna have this flash and lights the whole time?
Nah,
Okay,
it's gonna
no.
fade.
Okay.
Oh my god, and there's color. Kevin, hello. Thank you
Hey,
for joining us
Kevin.
again. Another live watch party. We can't have a watch party without Kevin, it seems.
Mm-hmm. We love having you here,
Oh my
Kevin.
god, look at those flips.
Mm-hmm. Look at this long take right here. What year is this supposed to be set in? Looks kind of like 60s, maybe 50s.
The Vast of Night. That's all. Yeah, I don't. I'm not sure.
Oh yeah, look at that skirt. That's 50s. 50s, 60s right there.
Look at all the grain. I wonder if that's
Mm-hmm.
like genuine or they added that.
I feel like it was from Post.
The colorized and grain, exactly, Kevin.
Mm-hmm. Is that a student smoking inside, or is he supposed to be a teacher?
I have no idea.
Either way, he's smoking in the middle of a school gym.
Those are different times.
Mm-hmm. It is said out there that Alexa only records on 35 millimeters celluloid. I'll do it.
I pity her wallet if she does.
That's true.
I remember, was it Lando who said he was going to film
Mm-hmm.
in
Yeah.
35, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you tried to do 35 millimeter, and I was like, no.
No, it's super, super expensive
Mm-hmm.
just to process it. I think that's the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Small town problems.
Gotta love that.
This feels like a movie that belongs under A24.
Yeah, I agree. Has this all been like one take?
No, 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 no. They've cut
Oh,
a
good.
few
No.
times,
Yeah, yeah. They cut whenever they. I remember the cut now.
but still, like lots of
Long shots. Yeah.
yeah. Like they don't really, they don't like to cut.
Mm-hmm. Cut when they have to.
Mohammed, hello, welcome,
Hey,
and hey, I see
Mohammed.
you rocking that green color.
Ooh.
I think as soon as you make a movie a period piece, the budget has just skyrockets.
Skyro. Oh, for sure. Hmm.
Look at that portable
Oh,
tape
look at
recorder.
that. This technology.
Smoking
Yeah,
at
I'm
school, the
thinking it's around the
50s.
50s,
Yeah.
Kevin. With those skirts and the tape recorder and the smoking.
You know, it was funny. I was just watched a video that was done by, and Alexa, I showed it to Alexa as well. It's from a stunt, or no, sorry, a prop man who showed off like the what
Oh,
like
movie
movie
cigarettes.
cigarettes are made of. And
Mhm.
I'm forgetting the formula now, but it's like essentially like it's non-addictive, like nothing, like no nicotine or anything like that. It's
It's
pretty
kinda
much
like
just
tea leaves, I think it was, or something like that.
yeah, it's like tea leaves. I think he's like marshmallow or something.
Yeah, it was mixed with a few other things.
But it's crazy. And so yeah, you can smoke like a bunch of those and not get like the really negative side effects
Mhm.
of
And you can just hold it in your mouth so you don't have to, like, get it in your lungs or anything either.
yeah, you hold it in your mouth and then you breathe it out through your or you breathe in through your nose and then kind of let it go so it looks like you're inhaling or something. I don't know. I'm not a
Mhm.
cigarette person. OMG, the coyote. I had a friend at school whose last name was Coyota. Is Coyota
Nice.
like the Spanish for coyote? Coyote is a prairie wolf. Huh.
Nice.
Was that you that made that little click sound?
Yeah. Sorry.
Are you kidding me?
It was my chair.
What is it? What are we running? An amateur podcast? What is this?
Yes.
Alexa, that's you right there. Amateur hour.
Who?
That's you with
Mhm.
the girl who just bought her tape recorder. That's you.
Mhm. That's me.
I like the fact that they're doing this all at night because part of
Mhm.
me feels like they did that so that less of the set and the surrounding area has to be periodic. You know,
That'd be smart for sure. They
like
already look at how many cars they got though.
well,
That's
no,
not
it
easy.
is impressive. I'm not gonna say it has a low budget by any means,
Oh yeah.
but still,
To help out. No, for sure.
like
Look
right
at
now,
all
if you
this.
saw some cars just like headlights in the background, you're not gonna be like, whoa, that's a 1994 Camaro or something. You're just gonna be like, oh, that's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
vintage car.
Mhm. Kevin says, "Could it be that they use 35 millimeter film? It looks very real to be digital. It looks like film treated with chemicals. Look at the cars."
I think it's digital, and they they added some grain to it. I don't think it's film. It could be, and maybe we'll find out at the end when we're kind of reading through.
You'll have to look through the trivia.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but no, I think
Due to
this is
how good the
digital.
quality is of the people, I feel like. And like the light, I feel like it was recorded digitally and they just added some layers of grain and such to make it look like it was film treated with
Yeah, just
chemicals.
like I did with Virtues.
But a little bit fancier.
Oh yeah.
Small towns are so fascinating, that dynamic. They do a really good job of like showcasing the town. Like, you know.
Yeah, everybody knows everybody else, that kind of thing. Brooke, it's a great. I leave to get popcorn and you start without me. Wow.
Mhm.
No, 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 no. Don't lie. You're too busy getting your ass handed to you. All right. In Call of Duty. Stop fronting, Austin. He's getting his ass handed to him on a date. Yeah, yeah. Good luck with that, Austin. Mr. Austin, are you're just still panicked, right? Yeah, I think Austin still checks his corners in his house from his weekend Resident Evil 2 playthrough.
We gonna finish that this weekend?
I don't know. Yeah, it's up to Austin if he wants to if he wants to pick up the controller again. Wow, this girl predicts the future. Yeah, I can almost picture it if I close my eyes hard enough. Mama didn't raise no bitch. I'll be here Friday night.
That's what
All right,
Perkins
well, I'll be
says.
here with you. I'm not a huge fan of this shot. Like,
Yeah.
I think it needs to be a little bit tilted up because, like when they got
It's a little
close
bit too
there,
low.
their heads almost get cut off, and that kind of.
Mhm.
It's not bad though. This one's a little bit higher and
Mhm.
more even. It's like this is a little bit more. Oh, oh, it's moving up too. So
Perfect. Timing was good there. We don't have that. By the year 2000, we're a little behind on that.
the Hollow Earth theory, the board company from Elon. That's exactly what I was thinking of. Or no, the Boring Company. I think isn't that what it is? The Boring Company. Yeah, this shot right here, I don't think it leads me to believe that it's not film. I think it's digital.
Mm. Yeah, and honestly, with how much color grading they're doing and stuff, it's to do it digitally, I think would be smarter. So they did a really good job with the grain effect. It looks very good.
That means I've been dead a long time.
Yeah, very good color grading. I agree, Kevin.
By the way, I gotta say, I'm surprised I didn't say this earlier, but if you know me and you know what kind of movie titles I like, you'll know
Mhm.
The Vast
Oh,
of
yeah.
Night. It's right up there.
Mhm. This is your kind of movie title. Oh, what's going on here?
Not my type of Indians. I want to make that very clear.
The other lady said chipmunk. Ooh, that was a good transition.
I wonder if that was on purpose or if they, like if the shot wasn't right or something. They kind of had to patch it through.
I think that was intentional.
I'm trying to understand what the purpose is, but
No, I feel like it's gonna happen again though.
Kevin is very impressed. He says, "Wow, the transition."
It was nice. It's an operator board.
Oh, what is
I
this?
wonder it is sci-fi. So I wonder if like the TVs are like someone watching them.
Oh, like
Like
you think this is
WandaVision?
WandaVision? Yeah, okay.
But something more sci-fi, less magical. You know? Just an idea. Throwing it out there. So crazy how it used to work.
Can you turn it off and turn it back on again, please? Getting some major Super 8 vibes.
Yeah. I think that's a UFO or something over them. Kevin says, like, NOC, Network Operations Center. Yeah, I think it's this town's operator for all their phones. So this is how everyone connects to each other is through this room. You gonna send the police, girl?
Also, this is one shot, right? Since they
I
cut
think so.
from the TV.
Mhm. Good for this girl. She's done a good job.
She's doing a good job. I think the camera's a little sporadic. I don't know why it's moving so much, you know?
Yeah, I was just looking at the camera movements. They're a little twitchy.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like they have like face tracking, so it kind of moves when her face
Mhm.
moves.
But not really, because look at that move just happened. It wasn't she didn't move at all. Busy job. Mhm. It's been a long time since the cut, Kevin. Very good.
Also, good on her for remembering where all the little pegs go.
Right. They probably had to practice that a few times. Rehearse it. Slowly cutting off everyone. I like her glasses. I should get ones like that.
We gotta get them purple and like with a little stone at the end of it.
Mhm.
Loading your
No, 3
glasses says
stones.
happy, or sorry, hey guys, happy new year to all of you. Can't stay for too long. Much work to do. Festival day. I
Well,
also
happy New Year
celebrated
to
it.
you too.
Happy Ugadi. I hope everyone has a brand new, or a great brand new year if you're
Yes.
based off the lunar calendar.
Thanks for stopping by and saying hi, loading hair glasses. Hope you have fun celebrating. Kevin likes moving the camera. You imagine he has it in his hand. Yeah, it's definitely this does feel like a handheld shot, I would say.
Does it?
What do you
I
think?
wouldn't trust someone to have a camera, no matter how light, to be just holding it for that long.
We'll probably have a steady rig on or something like that, you know? So it seems like to me.
What a time to be alive. You know, like communication wasn't as popular, or it wasn't as easy. Sorry, not popular is not the right word.
Yeah, it was very popular, just not easy.
Cars just polluted like there's no tomorrow. Racism was just way more casual.
Mhm. Everything was more casual.
Yeah, smoking was more casual. Old U.S. small town vibes. Exactly.
The how everyone's talking is still pretty modern, just how they're talking is what's old. Like, through the phone and such. Suddenly, they'll go for a hamburger and a milkshake. I love me old-fashioned diners, one of my favorite places.
Shout out to the sound editor for this.
Mhm. Did a great job.
Sound mixer. That's the right word.
There's a newsman right there. Don't care if it'll get you in trouble, it's good radio.
One scene with that cut. So that was the cut right there. Now that was roughly
Yeah.
10 minutes. So that's a third of this movie so far has been that one shot.
Mhm. It was well done. I wasn't the biggest fan of the tricky movement, but I appreciate the style, like the
Oh,
stylistic
let's see
choice
what
of
they're
it.
doing here.
Ooh. This, like the drums.
This reminds me of, I can't think of anything but Awake.
I can hear that.
I can't get it out of my head, but it's a cool shot though.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm intrigued to see what it's gonna end on. Maybe that person out of town who had the stuff above their building.
What is this?
Yeah, I'm really trying to figure out where they're going.
Yeah, I think it's either a steady cam that's like they
I feel
sped
like
it
it's
up
on
just a
like
tad bit, or a drone. Like
it
it
almost
could
seems
be a
like it's on the
drone,
front of like a small car or something too. But then
or
you
like
get
a
lines in the grass, so that
or
wouldn't
a
be too smart. You'd only have one shot.
no, what's it called? A quadcopter? No, not a quadcopter. What's it called? A quad. Is it just called a quad?
I don't know which thing you're talking about.
The things, the four wheeled things you drive. An ATV. There you go.
Oh,
A
yeah.
quad bike. What the
Mhm.
hell, Siri? What are you doing? Siri, shut up. Jesus Christ, they paused the movie. Dude,
Look at the
Siri.
cheerleaders' outfits. I love them.
Then you get rid of Siri on my goddamn computer.
I think power's about to go out or something.
Halfster, hello.
Hey,
Hey guys,
Hamster,
quietly
welcome
watching in the
back.
background, but just wanted to say hello. Well,
Hi
welcome.
there.
Thank you for
Thank you for
watching with
stopping
us.
by. This still hasn't cut yet, right?
No, I'm trying to think of what, I don't know, what's going on here. Why did they decide that was the right shot?
I feel like something big has to happen in a few moments to make it be like the build up to it, you
I mean,
know?
clearly it's for perspective. Like, it's to show you how far it is from where she is to where the game is.
Yeah.
But also, it
But
feels like
why
kind
is
of,
that important?
well, it also kind of feels like a waste of time. I'm not kind of saying that very
Oh.
lightheartedly, not trying to be mean, but it feels like a
Mhm.
waste of time because you see them walk there earlier, and now you're going back. Anyway, now,
Okay, we're back
yeah,
outside.
yeah, we're keep going.
I feel like there was a bit of a false cut maybe there, but maybe not. Or a false one take, you know what I mean. If it was very seamlessly done.
With like
Oh, here's the radio
a
station.
production like this, it's got to be I guess to connect the two characters.
Mhm.
You probably have like a pretty short shoot schedule because if these are the shots, you don't really, you kind of go through them a lot faster, assuming that you rehearsed enough. Kevin says, "Wow, this the insane guy of Steadicam. Please give him a burger."
Yeah, they probably had shorter shoot days, so they probably had longer rehearsal days leading up to it. I feel like he's just gonna immediately start cussing.
Oh, we're back to the
Oh yeah, wow, they did that really well. Like took me a second to realize. That TV effect has to mean something.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll find out. Kevin says a continuous scene and then many cuts with excellent photography. Kevin, you seem to be enjoying the movie. I'm glad. I'm still more intrigued. I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it yet, I'm just intrigued.
Oh, oh, okay. But they come back to this screen though.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to come back to that so soon. Now we have, like, blackness.
Area 51. It could be Kevin. That's true.
You said creepypasta film.
I don't want to hear the word creepypasta again.
We're never doing that.
Give me a month, all right? Give me a month at least before I recover from that goddamn waste of time.
That's interesting to hear he started having issues with his lungs after that event. Ooh. Nevada is where Area 51 is, right? Or is it New Mexico?
What was that? I got out of sync. I had to line it up again. What was that?
Where's Area 51 again? Which state?
Uh, Nevada.
That's what I thought. That's what this guy said it happened. This guy went to Nevada. Yeah, they're right next to each other, Kevin. Nah, New Mexico and Nevada. Ooh.
Interesting.
Mm.
Why is this just a shot of black?
Yeah, I've been
What
wondering
is this? An
that.
audiobook? Like I really want to know
Yeah, what was the purpose
what
of
was the
that
person.
black shot?
Kevin says interesting, awesome. I am intrigued. Haha. We are 5 right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just do a shot of him to, like, parallel the shot of her from
Hafster
before.
said thought my stream was messed up again. No, no.
Yeah. Nope, that was just the movie, Halfster. I really don't know why they didn't do a shot of him to parallel her shot.
Maybe he couldn't carry the
Mm,
scene like she could.
maybe. Mm.
Hackers says these jump cuts feel like Edgar Wright was left let loose in the editing room. I can totally see it, but it doesn't have the musical power to back it up. You know what I mean? It has the edits, but then you add, in order to make it truly Edgar Wright, you got to throw in some beats and then cut to that music.
Hmm.
I have my general thoughts, but I'm gonna wait until the end.
Hmm. I think it's gonna call it.
The tape. You think it's like a homing
Well, it's a
beacon?
communication thing, so I feel like it's yeah, like them finding each other and like talking about what they found in different places.
Hmm.
So if they hear an old one, they're gonna be like, "Wait, what's?" Like it'll be confusing, you know?
Okay, chat. This also goes to you, but Alexa, I'm gonna ask you because, well, I get immediate feedback.
Hmm.
Do you think we're gonna see aliens in this movie?
No, I think we're gonna see a ship, maybe, but I don't
She
think we're
runs
gonna
like a
see actual
girl. I'm just
aliens.
kidding. It's a joke, joke. But also,
Haters are
she
already
runs like a
commenting.
girl. It's a joke, chat, chat. Please, it's a joke. Aliens. This is a Perkins film. No. If it's a Perkins movie, he has to murder someone.
Really wanna know what this I feel like it has to be, like, them watching. If that's the case, then I do think we'll see them, but it won't look very good.
But like
You know,
I'm
like
confused at what these angles are. Like how like you have invisible cameras, just like you know what I mean.
mhm.
Like she's not just gonna bike past this, not seeing whatever this camera is.
It's
You know what I mean?
invisible.
Oh, and now there's
Mm.
camera movements here too. So it's like
It's following her. Yeah, I don't know, and now it's inside too. Mm. Yeah.
there's like an 8 millimeter film monitor and editing room.
Mhm. He just broke into the library and stole stuff. Oh. Did you steal a car? I stole a bicycle. What a good interaction. Mohammed says that they're sure we'll see ship.
Oh, that's fair. I could see that. I could
Mhm.
definitely see it ending. Ooh, oh, I don't like that shot. I could definitely see it ending on like a like a beam of like a UFO like coming down, and then it cuts or something like that.
Mm. What was the shot you didn't like? Was it the shaky one of them running?
It was inside the car, and
Oh, I know which one you
you could
mean.
only see
Mm.
like a sliver, and it was all super grainy and like yeah.
Now there's no one at the operation place or operator's desk. Yeah. Board, that's what it's called. I love old technology, how, like, it works. Gonna be like the last one.
Maggie BT6, great. I want one.
I wonder if you could still find one.
You start the timer yourself, or is it synced automatically? It's I started it in sync, so as soon as the movie starts, Siri, shut the god damn. What the hell? Oh my god. Um, I started it myself as soon as I you know hit
Yeah, 'cause
like the
if we
movie
do
started.
start watch party, it gives us a countdown
Yep.
to when the movie starts, and then we hit play on the timer same time as the movie starts.
Alexa, there's your new thing. Not gosh golly. Golly Moses.
Mhm. He won't be able to call directly though, will he? He has to call the operator, I thought. I don't know, I don't get how old phones work that well.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but
Oh.
Alexa, I think you're correct.
Ooh.
I think that was a homing beacon of some sort.
Well, I think it was an incorrect signal. They're like, "No one should be saying this." Like, maybe they know it, you know?
It's just a bunch of curses. God damn planet sucks
Did he
ass.
just get a
Get me the
gun
hell
out?
out of
Woof.
here. I can relate to that. Austin and Alexa
Screen
get on my
changes
ass
his
all the
voice.
time for that.
Mhm. Yep, Kevin said, like, Kendula when he changes his voice.
Yeah, now you guys know I'm not alone.
What was his response? But it's just that's radio talk, or how do you say?
It's just that's how the radio works. Or something like
That's how you
that.
gotta reply now.
Either way, it's a reply that I can relate to.
Gotta add it to your repertoire. Hmm.
I never fought anyone. I just push some people and run away. God damn Soviets.
They're always the villains in this era.
Oh my god, that car. Holy shit, that car.
You like it?
No, it. Hold on, I gotta do something. Hold on.
Ooh.
Anyway, let's go back to the invasion. Uh, for the audio listeners, I just put up an image on stream of the the
A
sheriff from the
doc.
first Cars movie. Back to this movie.
I think this is an alien.
Yeah,
I think they're tricking him.
it's a tarp. Such an odd address. 1616 Sycamore.
That's
Maybe,
pretty normal for American addresses, actually.
but maybe the 66 Sycamore.
Well, it's 1616 Sycamore.
No, it's like 1616 Sycamore. That's who said it.
Mm.
1616 Sycamore.
It is an interesting one to say.
In what time? In that time, they would be able to tap into the telephone connections. Are you talking about the aliens? Because I feel like it. I feel like they could have done that at any time. They're aliens.
Mhm. You're talking about the Soviets? I don't know.
Oh, if you're talking about the Soviets, yeah, they can wiretap because all it is just you put a on like a telephone pole wherever the signals are coming in. You put
Mm, that's true.
a little
Wow,
thingamajigger on
they
there.
wouldn't really do it in a small town like this, though.
That's what you think. That's why the Soviets are one step ahead of you, Alexa. That's why the Soviets made it to the moon and you didn't.
Mhm. Alright, well, I think I oh,
Why'd you say oh?
well, I was about to say I think I'm wrong about it, then it's a foreign language, so I was thinking maybe it meant, like, a different language, but now I realize it's just another language.
Wow, so you the aliens were immigrants all along. She's 16. She's 16 and there's 1616 Sycamore.
Ooh, 16's an important movie. Or number, boy.
Yeah, 16's an important movie. Kevin says, "I love the details in this movie." What details are you referring to, Kevin? Kevin says, "Colorization, framing, old addresses, outfits, lights, scenery, old logos in the cars." Sure, yeah, you proved me. You shut me the fuck up. Hafster says, "It's got a real nostalgic look to it, proper film grain."
Yeah, I think it was done well. And, 16, by the way, Mohammed, that's the address number and the girl's age. That's all we were saying.
I feel like this movie should have been called like The Voices of the Night or something,
Yeah.
or the Vast
Maybe
of Tapes.
maybe that's why they wanted to do such long, traveling shots to show the vastness of the night.
I hate you. If the guys recorded this with 35 millimeter film, old anamorphic lenses, chemical treatment, impressive, totally crazy. If you want to see a great film that has like this kind of anamorphic lenses and super like, as far as I remember, this grain as well. It Comes at Night is a great one. I like the fact that Muhammad just said Jesus.
Kevin backed up the Jesus at times too. And never apologize for being technical, Kevin. We love to see it. We also analyze the movies like that. So feel free to do it anytime. Damn.
She's just trying to cover for the murder of her son.
Yeah.
See, I want to talk, but also this entire thing is just talking.
I know, so intense. Like, don't wanna talk over it.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time,
Gotta talk.
I gotta talk. It's not. It's gonna be a podcast of silence. Oh my god,
That's
that's
an
genius.
intriguing
Can
theory.
you imagine? Oh my god, Alexa, I just came up with the perfect business idea.
Mhm.
All right, so all we do, Kevin says, is the reptilians. Now we're putting it together.
Mhm.
All we do is we do the intro, and we say, let's start the movie, and then we just put silence. Just not. We don't stop talking. Silence for the duration of the movie.
Mhm.
Boom. That's all. That's all. That's it. We walk away. We can walk away right now. We don't need to talk. I'll
Mhm.
mute myself. Just walk away.
Mhm.
Come back in 20.
You're right, she has a request for him.
Oh, oh, oh. The sun is still on the ship. Interesting.
That's what she believes.
Well, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. I wonder if we'll get to go into the ship. If we're having long shots, this movie feels quick.
Really, it feels slow for me.
Oh, I feel like it feels pretty quick.
But I agree with Muhammad. I don't think we're gonna go into the ship or anything or see
I think
aliens.
we're just
I,
gonna see
I
it.
think we're gonna see the ship though.
Hmm. They didn't take the paper. He thinks she's crazy.
Muhammad coughs in chat. Man, she loves running.
I
She's
mean,
a
that's how you
runner.
got
She's a
places
track
at this
star.
time. Where'd Ethel go? Ethel just leave the baby in the house? Yeah, the camera's great, Kevin. Look at that. Wow, the camera, Kodak Chrome, nostalgia.
Oh my god. Mm, I like that shot, but again, that makes me think it was digital.
Mm, yeah. Mm.
That woman kind of looks like Emma Watson, the one in the front seat.
Mm, I guess a little. I don't see much. Should have taken those words from the Blanche lady.
It's on the sky, but why don't they look at that? Yeah, for
I guess
someone,
they
I mean, like, if someone was like, "There's something in the sky," my first thing would be like, "Look at the look up at the sky,"
right.
but they're
I
like
mean, I
looking
know
at
it's
each
not
other.
directly above them, but
Yeah, but
I'd
you have to
still be
imagine it's
looking
at
up.
least big, right?
Mhm. Yeah, I'd still be looking up.
They're
I'd
not
be looking up
unless they're
right now.
bringing the fiat of UFOs.
I'd be sticking my head out the window right now looking straight up.
Are they like going into a trance or?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Oh yeah, they are.
Mhm.
Why would you just not lean in front of the seat? He just keeps yelling the name. You pronounce UFO like that? I thought it's UFO. No, no, no.
I like UFO
So
better, but yeah, it's
UFO,
UFO.
yeah, UFO is U dot F dot O because it stands for unidentified flying object.
It's an acronym. Ooh, what's in front of them?
Kevin says, "LOL, UFO." I'll use that pronunciation from now on. That's true. We can
UFO.
make it a thing.
UFO. I like it. What's that? I think that's gonna end with them being taken up. That's my new guess.
These two, but three, I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah. Maybe just the one of them. I don't know. Someone's gonna be taken up in front of in on screen, and that might be the last thing. I don't know if we'll actually even see the ship. It might just be someone going up in like a vague round object in the sky. That's my guess right now.
Hey, look at the Yofo. Austin
Yufu.
appears.
There's 2 O's,
Sorry,
3, it's
Yufu.
Yufu.
No, it's because if it's Yo,
No, it's Yoo, the double O sound. That's fair, Mohammed. I
yes,
can
I
see why
knew
you
that.
thought it
Yes,
pronounced
I
it that.
knew, but I thought they pronounced something else. That's fair. Will we see it? That's a cool shot right there through the
Mm,
trees, and then even the reverse shot was pretty cool too.
yeah, it worked well. Mohammed said they knew it was an acronym, actually. Nice. Yeah. So much running.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
I think they've ran more in this movie than I have in years.
You also haven't come from a small town and feared for alien invasion, so
Yeah, I don't know how much I'd want to be in an open field right now. Mm.
there's like 5 minutes left in this movie. So if we see anything, it's got to be now.
Ooh,
There it is.
there you go, Mohammed. You're right. It's so low.
Yeah, it's very low.
Take out your camera, kids. It's gonna take you a while to get it going. Oh, oh, another one.
Yeah, there's two. Interesting.
Mm.
So is it like a reunion, like, or not? Like, is it supposed to be that one of them was just at the town, or
Remember, the lady said that she thought they was gonna collect everyone from the game.
that's a pretty nice, well detailed spaceship.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I wonder how they did it. If it's like a model layered in,
No,
or
no,
oh,
no.
look,
That's CG.
just totally CG. Mm. She has a small one and a big one. Yeah, the small ones is what the
Oh,
camera was
look
from
at
earlier.
that. A vintage spaceship.
Muhammad says, "Now you must run, but you don't." Yeah.
That shot was pretty cool with the spaceship and the little moon. You
Mm-hmm.
see the moon in the background.
Mm-hmm. Mm. That's a good poster right there.
Nah, you wouldn't want to use that for a poster. That'd be like blowing your load right off right off the bat. That'd be pointless.
Okay, fine. We're like a wallpaper.
Oh, wait, are they being taken up? Oh,
Or are we not gonna know?
have they done a title card for this movie yet? Oh, no, I guess they have.
Yeah, at the very beginning, remember it said the vast of the night was on the
Yeah,
TV.
for their Twilight Zone type of show. Oh, okay.
Okay, everyone's leaving.
Seems no one has noticed in the town.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Kai's 4th of July is going to start.
Hmm.
Nah, it's not a Michael Bay movie. They don't have the. They won't be blowing shit up.
Do you think they got taken? I think they did.
Yeah, I think so too. That's a cool shot as well.
Mm. I mean, cinematography overall was really cool, I thought. Oh, I thought they were about to just end it. I'm happy they didn't.
Oh, their
The footsteps
footprints
are gonna stop.
stop in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Should have carried that thing with them. The
But
paper.
the note, yeah.
Or I guess I could have played it from the tape too, huh?
Mm-hmm. They were too stunned. Yeah, they should have played it.
There it is.
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Chat, what did you think about that movie? That was The Vast of Night. Amazing. Kevin really liked it. How about everyone else?
The
Ooh.
Scandalian Television Hour.
Hafster says, so atmospheric. Muhammad says, wow, they disappeared. Kevin is speechless.
Ooh, the vast of a night.
Yeah, there it is.
I love
Alexa,
the
what'd you
font
think
too, even there.
of
I mean,
the
it was
Vast of
cool.
Night?
It was very simple. Like I kind of want more. You know what I mean? But it was very good for what it was. What about you? Hofstra says this feels like a Fallout 4 cutscene.
I was just taking off my headphones off. I muted myself to do all that stuff. But yeah, so I didn't particularly care for it. I think there's a
Oh yeah.
I think there's a few reasons for that.
Okay.
Um I think the one thing and the thing the comparison that I thought of like halfway through the
Agreed,
movie,
Mohammed.
and I said I wouldn't say anything, or I would wait till the end, was the fact that it feels like it's like an old radio drama,
Mhm.
and I don't think that translated well into being a
I agree.
film. Because if you think like it's reminded me of, and I have a strong feeling that this was inspired by, when the War of the Worlds by
War of the
H.G.
Worlds.
Wells,
Mhm.
when that played in radio, and it was like a bunch of people calling in, be like, I heard this, I heard the aliens are
They
coming,
thought it was
and
true.
everyone thought it
Mhm.
was true, and like that, that kind of, I feel like that was a huge influence, and I also I don't want to say it reminded me of, but like I remember reading World War Z, the actually listening to the World War Z audiobook, and World War Z is kind of similar in the fact that it's not just like a zombie apocalypse movie, or sorry, a zombie apocalypse book where it's just like someone surviving. It's actually about these is a series of interviews done during the pandemic, the outbreak.
Mhm. The lead up to it, the start.
And I think that those things can be done very well. I just didn't particularly care for them in how they were executed in this particular movie, and I think there's a few reasons for that. One, like I said,
Mhm.
there's inconsistency. Maybe like if I watch this a second time, I'll be like, oh, that makes so much sense. The aliens were the ones doing, but I don't get
Mhm.
that there was clear decisions that were made here that I'm not a huge
Yeah.
fan of.
Yeah,
With
there were a lot of decisions I liked, but there was also a lot I didn't like. I agree. To say the chat, Mohammed said it could be better, smiley face, and I agree with that. And Kevin said from start to finish, all the details that the film has, they like the details. They love the set and long shot and then the quick cuts. And Mohammed said, why do they steal the humans? And that's the question. I think that's what they left open for probably a plethora of reasons, one being just budget, unable to show that, and then also to allow you to create your own thoughts. I think,
but
they
that's the thing though.
utilized what
I
they
don't
had.
think they give enough to
I agree.
warrant speculation.
I
Like
kept waiting for more. That's why I was saying before, like, I
like
wanted more.
I
Like,
if you've watched anything that I made, I'm very self aware here. I know that I
mhm,
leave my films open ended, but I think it's important when you're leaving a film open ended that you also have enough there to be like, okay, but like theorizing, okay, what's going to happen next or why this happened. I feel like a
Mhm.
lot of the decisions here, from the way that the shots, like why there was like just a random black part there,
Yeah, that I
um,
really didn't
the
get.
weird like the cut to the TV, like I get it's like this whole vibe that they're going for, but like the it could have just been, it would have been sufficient, or it would have been sufficed if they just had the opening and the ending as that kind of
Mhm.
retro TV feel, and then once you just go
Mhm.
into it, you don't go out again. It took
Yeah,
me
I
out too much
agree.
because I was trying to think of like why did they do this and if there's a reason for it, and I just didn't care for how it was executed there. I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah,
So
that black frame was a big pullout for me, like, pulled me out of the film,
okay, so it's seen.
and
Yeah, okay, I was
same with
correct.
those film shots. So it was digital?
It was
Is
shot
that what
on a
you
Red
mean?
Epic Dragon,
Mm,
and they used Zeiss super speed lenses.
m'kay.
Um, cinematographic process, digital intermediate 4K master format, and then red code 6K raw source format. So yeah, this was all digital, which I was pretty confident about, but I don't want to.
Mhm. Yeah. No, every time I'm ever confident about something like that, I'm like, "Oh, dang, I'm gonna be
There's a
wrong."
30
Like,
seconds lag.
immediately.
In what
Oh, no.
way? Oh, the counter on the screen. It's
Oh,
pretty much
yeah,
we don't.
pause that counter. Mhm.
Yeah, we can get rid of that
Kevin
one.
also said Marcus Ross was apparently the gimbal and camera operator, so he wants you to send a hamburger to that boy.
Yeah, yeah. And look, I appreciate the. We'll pull it up here. Um,
Yeah.
okay,
Mhm.
so apparently, according to Google, it has a budget of $700,000, which again is
Oh,
very
wow, that's
impressive
very low
for
budget for
for
a
how
Hollywood
much they
film
stretched it.
here.
And Kevin says, find Bob Laser and make a podcast with him. Mohammed says, there's an Iranian who make open-ended movies. He always wins foreign awards. I'm confused when I watch his movies. That's fair. I mean, open-ended movies are not for everyone. Even when I was in, it's like when I was back in film school and I was making
Oh,
movies,
yeah.
I used to get like even my professors would be, I'd tell them, okay, this is my script, this is my story that I'm going with, and I'll have it open-ended here. I would usually get pushback of saying
Mhm.
like, hey,
I
you're
remember that.
like, don't do that. Like, make something a little bit more affirmative.
Concrete.
Yeah, a little bit more concrete. But it just wasn't the kind of. I'm not saying that it wasn't the kind of stories I wanted to tell, but that's just not what I was.
'Cause
That's not the
especially with
story that I
short
envisioned.
films, I feel like
I mean, yeah, he's a
it's
person.
hard to do complete stories with the style of films that you wanted to do, I think open-ended.
So
Because
let's look
'Cause I'm
at some of
not always
these.
the biggest fan of open-ended,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Yeah, you are not.
yeah.
So let's look at this. The
Oh, I
radio
have them
station
open up on
called
the Twitch.
letters WOTW are an homage to War of the Worlds, a novel by H.G.
There we
Wells, more
go, look at
aptly
ch
its radio
that's yep.
play adaptation by Orson Welles. Guys, what do I?
Called that one straight.
I'm educated. All right, I'm educated.
Mhm. Pulling out that degree.
The town's name is borrowed from the town's name Cayuga is borrowed from Cayuga Productions, Rod Sterling's production company that produced The Twilight Zone.
There we go.
There is no such
Triple
town as
am.
Cayuga in New Mexico. It was filmed in 17 days in September
Nice. I can see that,
2016.
honestly. It
That's
seems like a
very
quick film
impressive
shoot.
because I will say that my 30-minute short film took
Mhm.
us 11 days to shoot.
Mhm.
So it's not easy to shoot
Yeah, that is
a film in
impressive. I can
17
see it,
days.
but it's very
It's just,
impressive.
I'd imagine it's just a lot of rehearsals. According to the director, a New York Times article, the film takes place. According to the director in a New York Times article, the film takes place in November 1958. So there you go,
Yeah.
Alexa. That was your question they were asking.
Mhm.
The
And
shot of
by the way,
way.
we're reading the trivia off of IMDb for audio listeners, in
Yes,
case
yes,
you're
yes.
sure what we're doing.
The shot of Faye at the switchboard is held for 9 minutes and 40 seconds. It was cut down from the original 11-minute take. That's crazy. Contula
Mm.
with the Blurred Man movie, late 3 months. Let's see. I don't
The
think
shot
we.
oh,
The high school gym floor was sanded down and refinished to remove 3-point lines and volleyball lines, and repainted to have a narrow skeleton key lane. That's pretty cool. Oh, the title is taken from William
Wait, look
Shakespeare.
though, the Everett Sloan, did you see that bit?
Nah, I skipped it.
Well, it's from Orson Welles.
Yeah,
That's what I thought was interesting because that's War of the World.
and
Well, no, that's never mind. Different people.
no, you're right.
Was I right?
He did
Okay.
the radio adaptation.
Orson Welles.
Orson
Okay,
Welles did the
okay.
radio
Oh,
adaptation.
okay,
H.G.
okay, okay.
Wells wrote the book.
It's not
And
okay.
the title is taken from
I
William Shakespeare's
confused
The
myself.
Tempest. For this be sure tonight thou shalt have cramps. What? Side
Side stitch.
stitches that shall pen thy breath up.
Okay, you're bad at
Fury.
Shakespeare.
What?
Urchins shall forth
There it
at the
is.
vast of night that they may work. All exercise on thee. Thou shalt be pinched as thick as honeycomb, each pinch more stinging than bees that made 'em.
I don't think any of the other ones are
Super intriguing.
super crazy. Yeah. I'm trying to see if there's a budget, but I can't. Or not. Sorry, not a budget.
Box office.
Yeah, I don't think there's a box office here. 91 minutes
Mm.
total, and this is what I was looking at.
Wait,
So
it was filmed in Texas.
yeah,
I
it
saw
was
that.
filmed in
Nice. You could,
Texas,
yeah, I looked.
and look, obviously, Chad really likes it. I'm not gonna say it's a bad movie or anything. I don't think it's
No,
bad
I
at
wouldn't
all.
say it's a bad movie for
It's just
sure. It
I
just.
think it's too limited in its scope, and so I'm sure
Mhm.
it'll obviously have its literally as I say that there's a freaking review that says they loved it. It's one of the best films they've seen in recent years.
Mm.
Totally understand that, but for me, I've always find it that I think it didn't hit the right notes for me to
Mhm.
keep me interested in the story. And what the hell? What is this even? Connections. It's featured in Chris Stuckman movie reviews. The Vast of Night.
Good on
IMDb?
Chris Stuckman.
What the hell are you talking about, dude? Jesus
That's funny.
Christ.
Maybe we
Anyway,
can get on here.
anyway.
Oh,
Um,
apparently it was on Chris's best movies of 2020. If you don't know who Chris Stuckman is, he's a YouTuber who does movie reviews that both of us do actually watch.
yeah,
Very
yeah. Chris
talented.
Stuckman's great. I did not see his movie review for this
No, I do
movie.
remember seeing it in his best movies of 2020, though. The second I read that,
I
I
don't
was like, oh,
remember.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
why it
remember
sounded
that, but
familiar. That's why the name. Yep, Hafster says get Stuckmanized.
get
Yep, yep.
Stuckmanized. Dun, 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 dun.
um,
And so okay, so I think it would have. I personally, I think this would have been a lot more engaging if it was if it was a. I could imagine. Oh man, you know what? If this was a podcast and they did
mhm,
like kind of like a throwback to the old radio shows, and they did a podcast where
mm.
they had each episode and it was like, what does this sound? And blah blah blah, and like I
Yeah,
think it
that
would
would
have
have
been a
been
lot
really cool, I
more
think.
impactful. Either
Even if they focused the movie on being more like that, like less of the
uh-huh.
in between and less. I mean, definitely, I think they should have gotten rid of the TV effects during it
Yeah.
because that just made me think that there was going to be something more with that. And then when there wasn't, that left me disappointed. And that, you never want to be disappointed about something.
So funny watching Chris get fatter, more inked and hairier over the years. Hey, that's what happens when you become a filmmaker. So
Mm-hmm. It's
he went
part
from
of the
simply
gig.
reviewing movies to now being a filmmaker. I can relate
Mhm.
to that. I've also done all those things. Red Epic Dragon and Zeiss Super Speed lenses at 6K. The guy who did the color grading is heavyweight. His workstation must be beefy.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
God damn it! I just had something in my head. Oh, I do think it's impressive. I don't want to keep, especially with small movies and indie movies. I want to be very clear. I don't want to just share negative thoughts. I think the film
Mm-hmm.
visually has some really cool shots,
Mm-hmm.
and I admire how kind of ballsy they made the actual shots themselves
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
with
they definitely took some
with
risks.
how wild it is going from place to place and how they tied out that all together.
Mm-hmm.
Again, maybe it'll make more sense the second time I watch it, but I don't fully understand the concept of which it was in which it was put together. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's lost in the edit. And sometimes you'll
Yeah, it could have been a really good story on script, and then maybe even during like pre-production, it got lost a bit. You know what I mean? Like as they figure out what they could and couldn't accomplish.
yeah, and clearly they shot more than they got.
Mhm.
According, I mean, if that one
Yeah.
scene itself was only like longer than what we had, then
Mhm.
I imagine
Yeah.
it'd be
Release the director's cut. No, just
yeah, release the what's his name? What's the guy?
Anthony something.
Well, yeah, I knew the ant. I don't know. Is it Anthony or Andrew? Andrew. It's Andrew Patterson. You don't even know
Oh,
what you're
damn,
right.
I got none of it
You got none of it
right.
right. Release the Patterson cut.
Um,
But yeah, so I'm looking through. I
I do have to say the summary on IMDb is one of the best film summaries I've read in a while.
oh the
Doesn't give
summary.
away too much.
At the
It
dawn
says
of the space race, two radio
that's not
obsessed
it.
teens discover a strange frequency over the airwaves in what becomes the most important night of their lives in the
What are
history
you reading?
of their small town. That's the description I got. That's not the IMDb one.
Oh, I was saying the IMDb one.
One night in New Mexico in the late 1950s, a switchboard operator radio DJ discovered a strange audio frequency which could change the future forever. That's not a great.
It doesn't give away anything. I feel like every summary I've read lately gives away spoilers of the movie.
I feel like the one that I read from Letterbox is much better.
Yeah, it is. That's the one from Letterboxd. I think is the same one that's on Prime, and I do agree it is better.
But yeah, like, um,
Still, it didn't have a spoiler. I'm so sick of spoilers and plot summaries like
yeah,
that.
I think the actors did a really good job. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
important.
Especially, I really want to talk with the girl. Is that Sierra McCormick?
Yes, that is her name.
See her? That shot, that 9-minute shot I was engaged throughout it. And it was
Yes,
really just
it's
her
very
sitting there
impressive.
moving stuff. Like, so I was very, like, everyone did good, but her, especially that one scene, like,
Yeah, and even
exceptional.
the old woman at the end. I've what's her name? I'm trying to pull it up.
The old woman, are you saying? Or,
Yeah, from 1616 Sycamore.
her last name is Blanche, the character. So it's Gail Kronar.
Gail Croner, yeah. She also did a good
Um,
job with, she had a
mm-hmm.
really long one take. It seems that they only cut just if she made a mistake, I guess you cut away because it was like a
That's what I'm thinking. Or
long,
maybe just to add a bit,
maybe
but
just to kind of add some inserts just to,
to show that he was still recording and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um,
Um, but my ultimate problem, I think, is it's a cool human drama, and I love the
mhm,
idea of a science fiction story with a human drama at the center.
mhm.
But
I love the concept of it and
but I
stuff,
think
like
it's
the
just a
whole
little
thing.
too boring. I
Mm. I
I
don't
was
know if it's
never.
not necessarily too
I
boring. That's
found it
not how
very.
I felt. I felt it
Okay.
was
Go ahead.
just a little too not enough. Like, I wasn't ever bored. I never felt the emotion of bored while watching it personally, but I kept wanting more, and it just didn't give me more.
Mm-hmm.
So that it left me feeling very unsatisfied, you know? Kevin says it lasts more than 1 hour, but I felt it was very short, very good. I would see it with friends again. I do feel you said it felt long, but I felt like it felt very short. Like, I felt like 45 minutes.
I found it. I mean, again, that's the thing. I find it. I didn't
Mm,
engage with any of the characters. I wasn't
mm.
too interested in. That's the thing. Like for me, um, I
Yeah,
usually
I guess I could have been more engaged with the characters themselves. I do agree with
budget
that.
700,000, no box office. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I said
Mhm,
earlier. And for me, it's the point of I watch films technically, as from being a filmmaker, and then I also watch it
mhm,
emotionally. And some movies get both. Like, um, I watched Jersey last week, and
mm,
both technically and emotionally, I was very engaged with that film.
mm.
I watched last week. I watched Sharktopus versus Werewolf. I was just utterly emotionally devastated by that movie. But this film, I found it technically interesting because I was interested in like seeing how, like, how they shot and what their shot was, or what the shot, like, what their intentions behind them were. But I didn't really care for the humans, and I think the humans were just doing stupid shit constantly.
I
Like
don't think they did anything stupid.
it was just run during the movie, so it seemed it ended soon. No,
Ended
like
too
okay,
soon, yeah.
so she has a car, but she keeps running away.
She only did that
Sure,
once.
she did that twice.
No, she ran out of the car, but she only ran instead of getting in once.
Okay, sure. In
She
what
ran out
world
of the
would that
car
have
because
been?
they almost died, and her sister almost died.
What?
The second car she ran out of, like, after they
No,
got
no,
into the
no,
trance?
no. She okay. That's 3 times then, because she did it once, and he's like, "Why'd you just get in the car?" And he pulled it up in the car, and she got in. The second time was when she was getting her baby sister from the crib or whatever. She ran
Mm.
in. She ran in the car. He followed her in the
I
car.
forgot about that one.
So there's that. There's aliens in the sky, and they don't look up at the sky like at all. And they're like, "Oh, there it's in the sky," and they don't look up at the sky at all. There's there's nothing like at the start we compared it, or we said it was be interesting to compare it to Super 8 and see how it compares.
I wouldn't compare them,
I would.
honestly. You would.
I would, because they it's the
Mhm.
same concept. It's just you take it back a few years, and instead of
That's fair,
if
actually,
two
yeah.
kids being into filmmaking, they're into radio and like
Mhm.
that kind of technology, and they find through their interest in their technology this alien, the existence of this
That
alien.
is, you know what? You're right,
And
I can see the
it is,
comparisons.
I was
I
found
was
myself,
thinking more surface level than
and
that as
look,
I said that,
emotionally
but yeah.
again, I found myself way more engaged with the characters in Super 8.
Oh, for
And
sure. I was so emotionally invested in
obviously, I'm
Super
gonna
8.
look it up right now, just so like this had a $700,000 budget. I can only imagine what
Oh,
Super 8
yeah?
has.
Alright, while you look that up, I'm gonna read the chat quick. So Hafter says, "I just watched Lighthouse, amazing performances, cinematography, and lighting." I actually haven't seen that yet, but I've heard so many good things. It's high on my watch list. I just haven't gotten around to it. But Hafster enjoyed Sharktopus versus Werewolf more.
Hell yeah,
Then Kevin has added in that they think that it's super good pre-production and ran so the budget wouldn't eat them up, and then laughed at Sharktopus versus Werewolf, and also says that they're waiting for the Kandula cut. And Halfster wrote a hashtag release the Snyder whale cut lol.
that's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay, $50 million budget for Super 8,
Insane. Which I think you can tell.
and
I
it has a
mean,
cumulative budget or cumulative
one, we
worldwide
see
gross.
the alien in this one.
It has a cumulative worldwide gross of $260 million.
Damn.
Now, granted, again, this has the power of Paramount and
Mm-hmm. Oh
Amblin
yeah, it has
from
so much more
Steven Spielberg
backing it.
and Bad Robot from J.J. Abrams himself behind it. So clearly, you can't be like a direct one-on-one comparison. But I found myself more emotionally interested and invested in Super 8, even with all its comparisons with the story and everything like that. It's 1% of what Abrams spent on Star Wars. Yeah,
We
yeah.
don't talk about that here.
Well, I mean, did you not like
Oh, hush.
episode
Hush, hush,
7
hush.
either?
Oh, no, 7 was,
He did it at 7
fine.
and 9.
I know, but 7 wasn't great either. I'd prefer all 3 of them didn't exist, but 9 is the most terrible. But,
Um,
anyways, we're not Star Wars cast yet. One day.
oh yeah, Kyle
Um,
Chandler's in this movie.
mhm.
Man, Kyle Chandler just
I
loves to
forgot
play
it was
those
him. Yeah, he's the
the
dad.
dad in like
He's a
irresponsible
good dad.
with kids.
Yeah, with irresponsible kids. He needs to learn how to raise them better in these movies.
Yeah, so this is
Um,
1979, and this
mhm.
is the movie we just watched
So
is
it's where to
1958.
now film. Yeah, with the Super 8 camera, which I own one. Woo woo. We need to film something with it sometime. But anyways, back to the Vasta Night, I think. Um,
Yeah, to wrap it up,
yeah, honestly, my overall thoughts are just that I wanted more. And I think that that also applies to what you're saying because I wanted more from the like story with the actors too. And I do appreciate that it's all like one night, you know. That's I enjoy that.
yeah, and also the Vast of Night, I don't think really fits. Like, I get that
Yeah,
it's a reference to the Shakespeare
I
thing that we
see
just
why
read.
they did it. Mhm.
Elle Fanning was so good as in Neon Demon. I didn't know she had it in here after Super 8. Yeah, so she's in Super 8, but Neon Demon she's really really good in too.
Mm. Yeah, she's a
From
very talented actress.
oh man, it's gonna mess me up. It's the director of Drive, but I can't
Oh
think of the
yeah?
name. Yeah, same director. Neon Demon is directed by the same director
Here,
as
I'll look it
Drive.
up.
But anyway, um, I think I said my Nicholas Winding Refn. Thank you,
Yeah, I think
After.
I have all. Oh, there we go.
I think that's all about all I have to say.
Yeah, about the
Um,
Vast Night. I overall, I mean, I liked it more than you, I
Also,
think, clearly.
only God Forgives and Bronson. Yeah,
Mm.
really good director. I
Mhm.
remember what, obviously this is our podcast. We can go to as many tangents as we want. I watched Speed. Or not, what the hell did I speed? Why did I say Speed? Drive. I watched Drive.
I was about to say,
Um,
what? Keanu
probably like
Reeves?
probably like 6 times. I
Mhm.
love Drive. Only God
He
Forgives
has mentioned the
is
movie many
good.
times. Ooh, The Neon Demon's on Prime. I haven't seen it.
Oh, cool. Maybe we'll watch
So
Neon
maybe
Demon.
we'll put that on the list for future watch parties, maybe.
Yeah, and it was so influential. I like me and another one of my friends. We wanted to make something that captured the vibe of of Drive, and so we made a project. He wrote a whole story. It was this really cool story and kind of gangster film type of thing, and I did a a prelude or prologue to it, and it's
Mm.
on YouTube now. Maybe we'll watch it this weekend. Um, but it's called Road to No End, and it's to this day the coolest my name
Oh,
has
yeah,
ever
it's one
looked
of the
on
few
screen.
ones we haven't watched.
It's one of the coolest my names has ever looked on screen.
I
This
agree.
movie was the Pusher series in Danish, really raw,
Oh,
but only you can only see the influence. But you can see the influence in Drive and Neon Demon. Yeah, he makes
nice.
very visceral movies. I do agree.
Yeah,
But anyway,
that was my only one complaint with Drive, I remember.
it was
That
too
there's a
visceral.
bit too gratuitous gore wasn't
I keep
needed.
thinking, I keep running
But
alongside a
I
good
liked it overall.
soundtrack, make the movie exciting, even with the weak story. That's also very true, Muhammad.
Mhm.
I didn't think the soundtrack really grabbed me. And you know
It
what?
was it
That's a
was
very good point because I remember feeling when the alien spaceship happened, I was like,
mm,
man, there should be some music that's like
yeah.
giving me goosebumps right here.
I wanted, like, bigger like, in, what was it? The movie with the guy
Holy shit.
going to the
Um,
moon, remember? First
I know, I
Man.
100% know.
Yeah.
So Alexa and I
Well,
got
you know what I was going
back in
for.
college. Alexa and I had the chance to go see uh,
The First
First
Man.
Man, starring Ryan
Mhm.
Gosling and
Mhm. Great film. Great
Claire
film.
Claire Foy, I think that's her name, and
I
it's
believe it
directed
was
by
Claire
Damien
Foy, yes.
Chazelle. And we got a chance to see this movie early. It was an early screening for it, and we watched. And the movie was great. Like, it looked cool, great acting.
Kyle Chandler is also in that.
Holy shit, is it really?
Yeah, I don't remember him, but he's in it. He's a
That's
third
crazy.
name.
And I'm gonna show you something. Hold on. If you, all right, chat. If you want to do something, and I'll also mention it for the podcast people, but let me find it. So, First Man, original motion picture on Spotify, and if you go down to The Landing, is right. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, The Landing, I believe so.
listen to this soundtrack. It
Amazing.
is,
Look at how many listens it has.
yeah, it's beautiful. It
It's one of
is.
the highest. It's
I
so
remember being in theaters,
good.
you know, and like I got goosebumps the first time I heard this soundtrack. Like when it hit right as the moon, like on the landing. Oh man, it is so
Mhm.
great.
No, I remember we were both in the theater and just, like, I had goosebumps, literally. Like,
Yeah.
my all my arms were just covered in goosebumps. It was such a beautiful moment.
Let me see here. Let's catch up in chat, and then we'll wrap up the podcast,
Mhm.
and then we'll do a little Twitch wrap up as well as we always do. Kevin
Mhm.
says, I agree to Mohammed's note about the soundtrack. Halfster says, Drive contrasted beauty with horror very well. The scenes with Carey
Mhm.
Mulligan were so gorgeous. When then the film punches you in the face over and over.
I can agree.
Um, oh, oh, I see what's going on. Mohammed said there's a problem with H because Kevin says Mohammed with a
Oh,
J, but it seems that
mhm.
Mohammed is with a J is the Latin American version of Mohammed
With an H.
with an H. Look at that, we're learning something. All
Mhm.
right, chat. Well, that was an awesome time. Well, actually, let's first for the podcast listeners, thank you for listening to another
Mhm.
episode of this here wonderful show. I'm going to try to go as long as we can on the show without naming what this show is. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, whatever you're listening to it on, it's on Apple Podcasts, it's on Spotify, it's on And Hafster says Jesus Christ with an H.
Hmm.
um, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Go ahead and subscribe on there. And of course, if you guys want, give a good rating. We'd appreciate it. Kevin says, great, guys, thanks. Great movie. Out of the mainstream as always. Yeah, that's what we try to do. Great stream and movie. Thanks, guys. Hey, thank you, guys. Thank you. And Kevin, thank you for donating 2,000 more bits to the Play a Horror Game Challenge
Bites, not
to get
bits.
Sorry, to get Alexa to play Resident Evil 3 on stream.
I'm not looking forward to it at all. I
Thank you
regret
guys so
agreeing.
much for hanging out with us today. Go ahead and listen
No.
to The
More
Landing
bit
on
bites.
Spotify from the First Band soundtrack. And we will talk to you guys next time.
Bye.